Yo, SuperaTom here, and since Xiao is releasing tomorrow, I got nothing else to do. So today I basically go through the Spiral Abyss Floor 9 with full 9 stars, using my two main lovely ladies, Keqing and Ganyu. Obviously the team is going to be Keqing main and Ganyu main with some of my other support, and so with that, just lay back and enjoy the whole run. Hey, let's get this started. Right, Keqing's going first. Let's go. Barbara for the power boost. Yeah, basically, I don't normally see a lot of people use Barbara, but for me, she's been so useful because Barbara has always been my healer and also the the character that actually helped me to power up my Keqing as well, because she's using Thrilling of Dragons, which boosts my Keqing attack power by like 50%, and that's going to be huge. For Bennett, I haven't really been using him a lot, basically because I've got D-Look, so I didn't really have that much of a resource to be building Bennett, so I just basically swapped Barbara for Bennett because I believe Barbara is a much better healer than Bennett at this time being. Obviously later on I might be using a lot more of Bennett with Xiao coming in, but that's going to be a lot more down the line. Okay, let's get these slams out. Let's go, and then we finish the first part. Okay, Ganyu, your turn.
Next on the agenda.
Alright. Yeah, for Ganyu, normally I go with a perma freeze set with Mona and Ganyu. Now, normally I don't have D-Look on my official team of Ganyu, but since the Spiral Abyss has so many ice enemies, I just need D-Look on Ganyu's team as well, just to basically break the shield of the Ice Mage. Otherwise it's going to take me forever for Ganyu to actually break the shield, which is obviously not the most efficient way to go about it. Okay. Yeah, and once I break all of the shields and all of that is out of the way, Mona and Ganyu is going to freaking freeze everything. And obviously Jin is here to heal, just for the support boost. Right, let's get rid of this. Okay. And then freeze everything in the way. Boop. Yeah, basically my Ganyu is kind of like doing around 30k per fully charged, so that's a really good thing. You're out. Floor 1 complete. Next one. Right. Yeah, these floor I believe are full of ice slime. And then I played a couple of times before and I forgot that this floor has so many ice slime. But I was using Ganyu back then, so I was having a really hard time breaking all of this slime shield. So I got to do another run to switch up the team. Just for Keqing, because yeah, Keqing deals a lot of physical damage or in terms of breaking the shield. So she's a really good character to be using here in terms of breaking slams, which makes my life a lot easier because Ganyu fully charged is a cryo element charge, and so since it's a cryo slam, basically that 30k damage charge is not going to be doing anything. So that's that. Yeah, let's get the power from Barbara, and then Keqing is going to use her ultimate. I actually have the artifact that boosts my Keqing's elemental burst up, which I'll be showing the character's build at the end of this video. So be sure to check it out. Yeah, I just love Keqing's elemental burst animation. It looks just so cool. Been using Keqing non-stop since the day I got her, and she's basically the character that I love the most. And basically, I've probably main only her. A lot of people has been saying that they love having D-Look, but even though I've got D-Look, I never actually use him as much as Keqing and then Ganyu. Alright, let's just basically break this guy's shield. Yeah, the combination of Visual and Keqing just helps me a lot in terms of elemental burst as well. Because, you know, Oz support boost just allows me to break shields a lot easier. As you can see, I was able to break that Holy Troll's shield so much easier. Then Ganyu's up next. Let's go. Now what are we going to be having on this floor? Right, the Fatuis. Yeah. The other time I was having Keqing on this floor too, and I was having a super hard time taking out this Electro Fatui because basically Keqing's like useless against 2 Electro Fatui. Like most of the time I rely on her Electro attack skill a lot, and since Electro Fatui is actually, their shield is immune to Electro, I'm basically helpless against that if I were to be using Keqing. So Ganyu is going to be able to do a much better job because Cryo Element beats Electro Fatui so much easier. And then with that, Cryo B-Loop is going to be able to deal with him no problem. And with that, it's Perma Freeze again. You're not going to be going anywhere. I just love Perma Freeze so much because you're just going to be standing there and then killing the enemy without having to dodge anything. Now I know that the DPS might not be able to be as good as the you know, like fire setup and everything, but it feels a little bit different. So it changed up things, and that's what I love about it. Cool. And then the final round is going to be this giant Holy Trolls. Probably not Holy Troll, I just basically forgot his name. But I believe Keqing is going to be able to annihilate him very easily. Right? Yeah. With 1-on-1 setup, Keqing normally just hits. Like, I just spam her charge attack. And she's really good at that. Like that. Yep. And then with Oz. And then with Barbara power-ups, I just love it because you always get to heal when Barbara's elemental skills is up. Sometimes you get freeze like this, but I'm totally fine with it. With that, you're up. Keqing's combo is so smooth. I just love it. Out. Final round, Ganyu, let's go.
Next on the agenda.
Does anyone actually pay attention to the Spiral Abyss music? It feels like so good. It's actually a dungeon's music, not really the Spiral Abyss, but most of the music in this game just feels so good. I just realized that I haven't been using Ganyu's elemental burst since the start because everyone in this room is basically an ice element. But then, yeah, trying to break this guy's shield here, and then I just realized that the shields actually heal itself, which is weird. Probably because I am in an ice element dungeon, so the shield actually heals itself, which is kind of weird. And then see, with Perma Freeze, that's much easier. Because if you were to be using an, you know, fire and cryo setup, that Holy Trolls will still be able to have his shields up, and then I won't be able to do anything. And with that, Ganyu finish off the job. Bam! 9-star. Spiral Abyss Floor 9. First off, let's have a look at two of my mains, Keqing and Ganyu. Currently my attacks for Keqing is at a little bit over 2000. And then her crit rate is around 31% because I don't really have, you know, I didn't really have a good artifact in terms of crit rate And I didn't really have, you know, I was a little bit lazy to farm more for crit rate. So I just leave it as that and then rely a lot on her elemental burst, which gave her a 15% crit rate. And electro bonus is at 61, and also the crit damage I left it at 190%. Currently using Lion's Roll at refinement rank 3. I just got kind of lucky in terms of wish rolling, and I got her Lance Roll 3 times, so that's really good. I just love Lance Roll using on Keqing. It just fits her so well. And then for the set, I'm using an elemental burst damage 20% boost, and then the Thundering Fury, which give an extra 15% bonus. And here are going to be the stats of my artifact sets. Obviously, the stats aren't the best, so I believe that many of you will probably have a better artifact set than I do, but I believe that this is going to be suffice for my current Keqing. Right, constellation, as you can see, is at C0, and I've been able to get her up to level 8 in terms of normal attacks, and other 2 elemental skills are at level 7. Moving on to Ganyu. Yeah, basically I push everything I have into her attack just because my artifacts are kind of crap. Now as you can see, my crit rate's at 11%, but I'm pretty sure I have around over like 65% crit rate because of all of the other elemental boosts in terms of the artifacts set as well. Crit damage is 138. Energy recharge 131, which is good because she has literally no cooldown for her elemental burst, so that's a good thing. And cryo damage, I didn't have an artifact for cryo damage boost, so I basically just, you know, get that for attack. Amos bow, the maximum level of 90, and then the Lizard Strayer set, which give a 15% damage cryo boost and then a 40% crit rate boost because I am using a perma-freeze Mona and Ganyu set. Here are the stats. You can see it's all going to be attack. I know that I'm probably missing out on a lot of potential cryo damage, but I didn't really have any other good crit rate artifacts or, you know, crit damage or cryo artifacts. So basically I think it's good. My Ganyu is dealing over like 35k damage on critical hit, so I'd say that's pretty good on her at this time. C0 Ganyu. In her talent, I push most of my resources in her normal attack because most of the time I'll be using her charge attack anyway. And then the rest is just slightly level up, and I think that should be good enough.